right? Then you need to document it. Then people will assess it. Even if you are a professional researcher, people will assess your work, right? In journals, in conferences, or whatsoever. Right? In public magazines, and there will be some arguments to say this is a fact, it can happen, or because you are not a holy man, things doesn't come from up. You are doing it here. Do you agree?
Yes.
This is the process. This is the model. Now, at the end of the day, we need quality, right? Document. A qualified document that can be published. Was it a thesis? Was it dissertation? Was it a journal paper or conference or white paper or whatsoever? We need it a qualified. So thesis, as an example, has 4 attributes. Significance of the problem. You have to convince readers that your problem got significance on it. Okay? So what you are doing this because of this. This is one attribute. Second attribute, you have to develop an accurate solution for this problem. This is the solution of doing it. Because you will be the master of this. Third attribute, it should be written in a quality document. If you are not able to write the language you are publishing your thesis, find someone who can help you doing that. But at the end, it should be a very qualified document. Because it will represent you. It will represent you. In the future, oh, you wrote this?
What do you mean about it?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Qualified document. Written well. In a good language. Not very high advanced language. I'm not asking you to be professional in the language. But it should make a meaning.
So how do you,
assist?
no, how do you hire somebody to do this for you?
Not do the, you misunderstand me. I'm not asking you to hire someone to write your thesis. I'm asking you to consult someone to help you. Is this sentence correct? We call it proofreading. We call it proofreading. But I'm trying to avoid terms for people who doesn't know them. Okay? We call it proofreading. Ask someone to see, is this correct? Because for example, English language is the language where it's the scientific language, right? But all of us are not very good in English. Okay? I've been studying English for 25 years, but still I'm not good in English. Because it's not my mother tongue. I cannot express what I want to say. So if I say something, someone will understand something else. And that, we are building facts here. Why I'm telling this? Because we are building facts. Don't see your thesis a small thing. Okay? Even only 7 people will read your thesis, no more. But it holds facts. Do you know who's the 7 people?
2 examiner, 2 supervisor, and you.
Your parents. Even your wife will not read it.
Yeah, education.
That's what. That's the people who are going to read your thesis. Who are interested will go to your solution or your abstract or your methods. How did you do that? Oh, he did like this. But no one will read the whole. If your parents speaks English, because I wrote it in English, they don't read English, so they will not read it. I'm fine. Okay? So this is a very important aspect. Don't miss it. Spend some money for consulting. It's okay, because you will be sure that this will be understandable by others. Okay? And it has the meaning I want to say. You are a scientific, you are a researcher, so you have to say things that people can understand. Then, your evaluation. It should be in a standard way. How did you evaluate the results? Some people do very good solution, but they don't evaluate their solution. They miss this part. So people cannot trust your solution. But if you evaluated it, and they can trust, and prove that it is a standard way, they can trust it. Okay?
So, how are you going to evaluate your solution?
We will see. So, important, your significance, and always happening. It's not a problem that happens before 70 years and never happen again. Who cares? Right? If it happens always and people care much about it, so go ahead with it. Unsolved, you need to be sure that no one solved it before. Okay? So you need to dig in the literature and find out if anyone give a solution, so you not waste your time. Identified, everybody can identify it. My problem is X, Y, Z. It's not the unique. Don't say that my problem is unique, nobody knows it. I know that no one knows it, but it should be identified. Solvable and stated in context. Then, your solution should be original, innovative, sounds, has a meaning. We can do it. Generic, applicable, scalable, you know all these able things. Easy to read. It should, as I said, it should not be very high level language. Use simple languages. Some people especially who like English is the second language for them, one sentence will have 4 lines to 3 lines. No, try to make it 1 line. Try to make your sentence just 1 line, because it will have more meaning for you and for the reader. Okay? And this is, I've been advised by this by professionals in English. It's not my thought. But still, this is what is easier for you to be sure that this is what I mean. Okay? Your document, your thesis or your paper is what you are saying. And people should respect that. So it reflects your repetition. Okay? Clear and has flowing, has style. In writing we have, just to say, we have structured writing and we have free writing. Structure, it should be, every researcher should know the structure of a thesis, of a paper, of a white paper, of a conference paper. You should know that, the structure way. Maybe the free writing is a little bit difficult to build up so many sentences, but in structure way, now if I ask you, thesis should start with what? Abstract?
The title, then the abstract.
Title, abstract, then? Title, abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, results and discussion. Yeah, we call this is the main basic structure of it. But doesn't mean that each chapter should start with this, but each should represent this. Good, you know it. White paper? White paper? I did not say journal paper because it has the same. White paper?
Just for the introduction,
Introduction?
and just go to the main.
Yeah. The methods? Conclusion. The methods, results, and conclusion. That's it. You don't need to put the literature because no one is interested to read it. So you have to know the standard structure of what you are writing. If you are a PhD or you are a researcher, oh, I want to write something, I have to know the structure of it. Evaluation should be quality. Solution should be quality, and I mean by quality, standardized. There are a lot of standards of evaluating things. If you are talking about quantitative, we have SP, SS, you can use Excel or whatsoever, graphs. It should be qualified in the standard way according to your domain. According to your domain. Okay? You agree with that? Very good. I'm happy. Now, we have functional and non-functional. Software engineers always love functional and non-functional, right? So, what is the functional requirement of our process? Start, set your research goal, achieve your research goal, and stop. And something in the middle, we will see it. Whenever you start, either you are sitting, oh, this is a good research topic. It comes to you because you are observer, always observing things. Your eyes are open. You went to conference, you sit with the conference, you heard something, we call it what? It came to you, and you are able to set research goal for it. Or by doing, someone did something for this race, you want to do the same thing for the other race, and see if it is going to happen or not. Someone did experiment in something, you want to do the same experiments with different attributes, you go to do that. Okay? And this is by reading other article papers or journals or theses, you go and find out. By changing some attributes, you will be able doing it. And it's not fake, and it is not wrong. Don't feel like, oh, I'm cheating. No, you are not cheating. You are doing something, we call it by doing, but you are changing it. Okay, when you set your research goals, you are going to change either the attributes, the data. You are going to put different domain, okay, subjects. You can change them. It's okay. Everybody will agree with you. Don't cry. You are not creative. You don't have a creative mind. Don't worry about that, because so many people are doing research by doing. Okay, and you will find some people who they have creativity. If you want, just a break. If you want to have a creative mind, one of the the scientists, English please, check our English. It's good. He used to do this before sleeping. He will hold an iron ball, very heavy, right? And he will put an iron Okay. Whenever he goes to sleep, if you close your eyes, what will happen? He will fall down and will make sound. Will wake him up. He will go and write some notes. He said the brain can create ideas when it goes to the 0 level. Do something. If you want to be a creative, do something. Mind mapping helps you to be creative. Putting all words in categories will make you think about something not there, and you will put it. Right? We call it a structured mind thinking, or lateral thinking. Lateral thinking by observing what is happening in life. If you are talking about social linguistic, okay, why I can hear these people says ta in the language? Oh, now your mind is creative. Okay? So try to attend some courses in mind, our brain, thinking, creativity, innovation, so many things. But you have to come with solution, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create a very creative brain in our head. Okay? So, this is what we say, by doing or by creation. Second part. Now, we set the goals. We need to what? Achieve our research goal. Either by exploring or reflection. In the reflection part, make analogy with past experience and apply those solutions. Try to find what people did in that, how they solved it, and solve your problem when you are able to do it. Or by exploration, such an answer by analogy with other people experience. This is with other people doing. This is by discussing with them. Come and sit, let's discuss. When we discuss, more brains can think in the same time about the same problem. We can create ideas. And I don't know if you heard about the 6 hat. 6 hat, you heard about it? It's good to make meetings with 6 hats. Okay, now it is the creativity moment. All of us wear the hat of creativity and think, and you will find a good solution. IBM, Microsoft, all big companies using that techniques to create new ideas. If you want to create and find, explore with other people and sit, red, green, blue, white hat, and you will be able to come with more solutions, more protective. Because what we need in research to be more protective. Or by you are having a shower and wow, I get the answer. Okay? That happens because your brain, they said, when we think about something and we forgot about it, it goes back to the back mind and start finding solution in your back mind. If you found solution, it will create it for you and send it to you. This is also the way of solving your problem. We come to the last. Stop. Because no more fun. Urgently, done. Let's stop the research. Because you got empirical evaluation. I did the evaluation, it was the best. So let's stop this research. Or because it was a case study. We already specified after this, we will stop. Okay? So this is how the functional requirement. Functional requirement means you need to do them. I will go first with the non-functional requirement. It is errors by human performance, either slips or mistakes. You know the definitions of both. Incorrect planning and this is something goes wrong somewhere, and this is because of three things: skills, or rules, or knowledge. Which means, if you don't have skills to implement the research, you are not capable of doing the research, you will have so many slips in your research. Something goes wrong somewhere. If you don't set rules, who do what, we should come at 10 means everybody at 10 here, everything is ready at 10 here, and I'm here at 10. It's a rule. Respect that rules. Okay? This, if it's not happening, some wrong goes somewhere. Or by knowledge. I don't know how to do planning for my research. I don't know my domain yet. So, either one of them, you have to improve it, and everyone knows how to improve knowledge. Read, attend workshops, go to conferences, discuss with people. Rules, if you are not a good lawyer, find a lawyer to do the rules for you. If nobody expects it. Skills, there are so many trainings to improve your skills. If you have bad writing, start writing. If you have bad writing, start writing. Because when you write, you will improve. Right? If you cannot read, set yourself and read. Every day I will read at 2 p.m. So every 2 p.m. you should sit and read. This will help you to improve your skills. Any questions here? Any questions? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Sleeping. Okay. Let me finish then. Fast. Okay. Because of stress, you are angry and no effectiveness. Because of these rules and culture, this guy hates this guy and this guy love this guy and this guy is bad to this guy, also help in the non-functional requirement. We will lose motivations, we will not be able to do, and we will have less knowledge. Also, we'll come to the mistakes and slips because of these non-functional requirements. Okay? Okay, this is only translation of what I have put in the map. So, you can read it when I send you these things. Last thing in this, it's an advice. Do you want it? Or shall we end it up? You want it? Hands up. I want to see hands up. If I see hands up, means you want it. Okay. I see some only. Others, no problem. You have to score yourself by publishing. And these things, not my field. Some people can help you with that. I'm not good in it. Because I don't want to publish anything yet. Till I find something like Newton to change the word, then I will publish. Okay? How much is citation already?
74.
74 what?
The H-index.
The H-index 74 on the citation.
Yeah, see, only one paper. And he did that. So I'm thinking in that way, hopefully. Say Amin.
Amen.
Thank you. Your evaluation by publish your work. Either prototype, especially if you are in IT, you need to show that this work is going good. The risk taking of your work, collaborative projects between different people, different team. This always will evaluate you, because you will find someone who knows better than you, or you will know better than someone. And if you share the knowledge, and he or she share the knowledge with you, you can evaluate yourself, know where goes wrong somewhere, if any. Transfer your research results to industry, because they will implement it. And the thing is, if you are IT, never think about this. You know why? Because our research takes 25 years in the lab. Now everybody is enjoying GUI, right? Graphical User Interface. Everybody is using Windows, right? The research of Windows been in the 70s. And we start implementing it in the 90s. Thank you. So, but like medicine, like psychological, all these things, they can see the results early and they can implement it. Of course, thesis supervision. Find someone to read your thesis if you don't want your advisor or your supervisor to read it before someone else. Okay? Of course, if you get any award in your work, means you are doing good. This is the evaluation. How you evaluate yourself. And as a researcher, you are writing your name in the field. Today you are junior, but tomorrow you are, after tomorrow you are a referee. You can say, I said like this, and everybody say, oh, it's a fact, write it down. You have that. So you are writing your name now as an individual. Why I put it individual? Evaluate yourself in that way. Start thinking about your domain, your topic, your interest, how to do research. Now you are young, you can learn. But tomorrow, you have to be a referee. So have that feeling, and you will, inshallah, go there. Ethics. Maybe today you are in a hurry, you want to publish more. I want to have more publication. So let's fake results. But maybe one day they will find you. So ethics. Respect the research ethics from now. If you are respecting it, the research will respect you back. Okay? Don't see, oh, nobody is seeing. You have to think about that. Okay, don't submit same paper, same time, different places. Wait, if they reject you, then submit it somewhere else. We think about that. Okay. Citations, remember, if you copy anything from anyone, cite them. Because it's their hard working, not yours. Okay? You know about copy pasting. When to have your outputs, try to make your outputs in different places. Don't stick on ISI journals only. No. Try to have white papers, because these people will know you more. And as I said just now, you are writing your name in the field. If you want your name to be there, people to remember you, that name, so you have to do that. Okay? Conferences, books, chapter in books, articles, all these are places. Your document. If you are doing your research, you should document everything and every time. Anything, you always have either your notebook or your paper and pen to note things. Because when you do the research, there are some ideas being thrown to you. They may go. If you did not, توثيق العلم ايش البيت الشعر, I don't know. Someone maybe knows here. Okay, so always try to document your study or your research, and document it as we said in that 4 factors earlier. Presentation. Present. How to present your work. Maybe you are a very good researcher. You did a lot of work and you wrote it in a very well way. But when you come to present, you are not good presenter. You have to present your work to people because you are convincing them. Now, how many of you agree that research is an important thing? Did I deliver the message in the right way? Maybe, right? But you have to be a good presenter. Try with your friends, in conferences, in every place you will be able to argue with your points. But don't be just argue for the sake of argument. No, you have to try to get some knowledge and present your knowledge in the right way. Give talks, do some lectures, even if FOC, no problem for that. Planning. Plan and pre-plan. One of the questions earlier. If I have another motivation, shall I change? Yes, you can replan your research. Plan it at the beginning, replan it later, replan it at the end. Till the end, you are doing the same thing. This is because research is a project. It's your project. It's your business. We are not in a company and doing some real project in life. No, we are doing real projects, but in academia, right? So it is a sort of project that you need to plan it, replan it. If you don't know how to plan, take some project management classes. It's not shame to go, even if you are 50, even if you have a PhD, you are a PhD holder, it's not shame to sit in a class with degree students to study project management class or anything. Because whenever you start learning, you will always love to learn. And learn not to earn. earn to learn. People learning because they want office job, because they want to earn more. No, for me, earn to learn. Spend your money to learn new things. No problem with that. Okay? At the end, what I want to say is, not me. Simon said that research is an exploration and gambling. You don't know, it's gambling. Maybe you win, maybe you lose. So, it is fun. If you feel that research is boring, then it's not your interest. Go somewhere else. It's not shame to say that, oh, I'm not good here, I have to find something else. But research is fun because of these things. Questions and answers, please? No question and answers? Thank you.
Yeah, just regarding to the evaluation.
Just evaluation yourself or evaluation
evaluation your research.
Hmm?
How you get evaluated? You mentioned about SPS.
Quality. I said quality
Yeah.
evaluation. You remember this? Is it drawing? 3D matrix?
Yes, yes.
So you have the domain, you have research type, you have research method. Each method got way of evaluation. If it is questionnaire, you have a way of evaluation for it. If it is quantitative or qualitative or case study or experiment or whatsoever method, it has a way of evaluation. Go through that, learn from the literature, and try to evaluate your work. Okay? Any more questions?
If my evaluation depends on the, let me say, the survey or quantitative. I mean, again, not my data collection. After for example, I did the system, then I need to evaluate the system. I need to show the system and distribute the survey. Then, what is the number that's acceptable to evaluate this?
Okay. First of all, to answer this question should be asked in a research methodology class.
Yeah.
I know that you know. And by identifying the methods, you will be able. They said 50 as a sample data for different domains. Some of them, but you can change that. But it's again, it is a specific question for a specific domain, for a specific research method. You have to come out with the numbers. Okay. For example, they said ratio. Ratio is if we have 500 people, we need sample of them which can reflect the idea or reflect the fact. But for me, I cannot answer that as a specific answer because it has a specific domain.
One more question in this area is if I need a specific sample of people, like for example, I'm evaluating the secrecy of this system, then I need maybe 2 experts. Is that enough? And
it's a domain part. So I will answer him as a domain.
yeah,
So it's out of the general research methods. Yes.
yeah.
Okay, that questions will be later. Other questions in the general research thing? Yes.
Just back to our early discussion, that some people say that before we go further, we have to identify the findings that we are going to find by the end of the research. Because they said that there are three elements interrelated each other between the research problem, which is, if I'm mistaken, mushkil. And then the second one, question that we are going to ask, and the last one, the findings. So how we generate between the interrelated between these 2 elements.
Okay. Now let's say that I'm assuming this guy is doing some research in psychology, and I'm assuming that my findings will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I conduct the research and compare my assumption. We call it an assumption with the results. So this is how we come out with the findings. But when you come with the hypothesis earlier, how we came with the hypothesis by the questioning, right? When you are answering the questions, you are expecting what you are going to get. Thus, you are going to make so what. Again, so what will answer the part of, okay, let me speak in specific way, in SE, in my field. We said either cost, or time, or efficiency. Nothing research, no research go out from these 3 attributes in IT, in software engineering. I'm going to do something to minimize the cost. I'm going to do something to make the time less time. I'm going to make something to make it more efficient, more secure, more reliable, all these words. So now by knowing this in my field, I can assume my findings what will happen. If I do the automation for the test case management, then less cost will be for the company. See, I was able doing it because I know what is the attributes my research goes with, the limitation. So now again, I go up to the general part, I go up level. According to your domain, you have to identify the attributes that research doing. It's not difficult. After reading, okay, now when you read the paper, what you are looking at? If you go to find any article paper, what the first thing you will look at? Tell me. The title, right? Abstract, then the keywords, results. So now why you are doing that? Because this is your expectation, this is your findings. You want to find, is this related to you or no? Right? Because your brain already set with that idea. So you go to your domain, start learning what is the expectation for this domain to be improved. And I think most people will not go more than time, cost, and efficiency. Did I answer the question? Any more questions? Okay, my time to ask. Can I ask? You said only sure, everybody. Okay, at the end of this workshop, I'd like to apologize to all of you. It's my way of presenting things. I answer the question sometimes not directly, indirectly, just to make your brain think in a better way. I hope everybody accept my apology. Inshallah. العفو والعافية زي ما السودانيين يقولوا. فأنا السودانيين they say العفو والعافية means I forgive you if you did something and you forgive me please. Maaf zahir al-batin. Selamat hari raya. And thank you very much for your listening. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Through the organizer of this